Greetings from North Dakota in our home isolation. We have very few neighbors, and we live in a little farm here in northeastern North Dakota. And the reason I mention North Dakota is because one of the problems that we have here in North Dakota is a lack of infrastructure for charging electric vehicles. And 3 years ago, I was interested in buying a Tesla Model S, but I chose to buy a Chevy Bolt. It was the best decision at the time for me because the Tesla was a 2013. And now that I've investigated Teslas, and what Elon Musk has said is that if you buy a Tesla Model S or Model X after October, manufactured after October of 2016, they would be compatible with the full self-driving features of today because they have the cameras and the radar, and I don't know if they have the computer or not. Maybe they have version 2 of the computer. Then they came out with 2.5. Now they have 3.0. But in the midst of deciding on buying a Tesla, and I have an order in for the Cybertruck, which would replace all our vehicles. I could replace our Bolt, my Chevy diesel pickup. I have a van, a Sprinter van that's diesel. And not knocking diesels, because I've been in love with diesels since the 70s, actually. I've had diesel cars and that since the 70s. Started out with a Rabbit, which was not a good car, the diesel, because I didn't get the ones made in Germany. I got the ones made in the United States. But then I bought a Toyota diesel, Corolla. It was an incredible car. And since I've kind of owned diesels kind of since then, since the 70s, I've been very happy with them. But now I'm into electric, and I would like to go fully electric. And that gives me the opportunity of buying a used Tesla, which I'm still open to, Model S, Model X. Model X is my favorite, but that has so many possible problems with the Falcon wing doors and the high consumption of energy because it's a very heavy vehicle. And it has a higher profile than the Model S, and so it's less efficient. And being that I'm up here in North Dakota, and I am a long ways away from Fargo, where we like to shop once in a while. It's basically about 150 miles one way to go there. And one of the things they have in Moorhead, which is right across the river, the Red River from Fargo, is a charging station, a 50 kilowatt charging station. And one of the things they have there is CCS and a CHAdeMO. And the CHAdeMO is very, very important to be able to drive just about anywhere in the United States. And so in my many decisions of buying a used Tesla and replacing my Chevy Volt with the Tesla, is that I bought from, and I'm going to zoom back a little bit, from Tesla, which I just got in yesterday, is this CHAdeMO adapter. And I'm going to hold it up so you can see it in the box. And it costs about $475, but I could not begin to buy a Tesla, used or new, where I live, without this CHAdeMO adapter. So I spent the $470+ to buying it from Tesla, because if you go on eBay, they're going to want a $100, $200 premium for this device, and Tesla seems to be always out of it. I got a notification that they had it, and I bought it immediately because, yes, I do want to get a Tesla, and I haven't decided if I'm going to get a Model X or an S. I think they're going to be pretty good buys maybe coming up, and that will replace my Chevy Volt and maybe my Bolt. But I really like my Bolt, so I don't know, it's going to be hard for me to get rid of that. But I would like to the X would replace my van. It would replace the Volt and possibly my truck, because I can tow a trailer with the X. So I'm kind of leaning that way, even though it has a real high consumption per mile. But anyway, I just wanted to say that if you're going to buy a used Tesla and you live in places like we do where there's no infrastructure, you're not by a supercharger or anything like that, which we're not at this point. They are building some, but they said they were going to build them in 2017. Didn't happen. And then 2018 didn't happen. 2019 they say they're going to put them in here in North Dakota. That didn't happen. They say they're going to do it this year. They say that it's under construction in Bismarck and Dickinson, and they have a site picked out in Fargo. And then they're going to have some in Montana, because we like going to Salt Lake City. And I want to be able to drive a Tesla. I want to be able to drive an electric car. And there are some advantage of buying a used Model S or X, and that is the free supercharging if you buy one that has it. And then you could travel all over the place, and then you wouldn't have any expenses. But as I mentioned, you do need this CHAdeMO adapter. If you're thinking about buying one, put in your email and they'll notify you when they come in. Don't suggest buying it from eBay. But guess what? If I decide not to get a Tesla, I'm going to put this on eBay. So thanks for watching. This is just my first suggestion. If you're going to buy a used Tesla, you're going to get one of these. Thanks. Talk to you later.